What do you do when you cross jazz, voodoo, a burlap doll with a death wish, and the Xbox's forgotten stepchild? No, not a fever dream. I'm talking about Voodoo Vince. Hello everyone, and welcome to Mike Pops Off. Today, I will be doing the first of special episodes where I talk about underrated gems, ranging from movies to musicals to video games and so on. With that, I am grabbing my shovel and I am unearthing a cult classic. We're digging up Voodoo Vince, a game buried under a mountain of Halo crates and Fable hype, but one that deserves a seat at the Xbox legacy table. Released in 2003 by Beep Industries, exclusive to the original Xbox, it was published by Microsoft Game Studios, but it was oddly underpromoted, competing with the likes of Halo, Knights of the Old Republic, and Fable. Even in 2017, it got a remaster, which I felt was overlooked. Again, I remember being excited about the remaster, and my friends looked at me like I was crazy due to having no knowledge of the game. So, if Conker's Bad Fur Day is the loud, greedy, horny, drunk uncle of platformers, Voodoo Vince is the weird, cool cousin in the corner that whispers one-liners and stabs himself in the eye to open secret doors. So the game has a unique mechanic. Instead of just solely punching your enemies, the game has you hurting yourself to hurt your enemies. From using bees to getting flattened by saves to getting shredded to pieces by a chainsaw, which that alone dragged me into the game when I was a kid. The atmosphere, oh, don't get me started on the atmosphere. It's fantastic. It has stylized New Orleans jazz blues soundtracks, voodoo and Day of the Dead aesthetics. It was fantastic. Personality, which the game has some. The main character of Vince, a voodoo doll that comes to life through the power of zombie dust as he's trying to save his creator who was kidnapped, has a lot of dry wit. This dry wit contains loads of one-liners fueled by sarcasm. No game ever from my childhood had me laughing harder than this one. Each level is surreal, creative, diverse, even jumps further into the aesthetic and the atmosphere, especially with the diverse aspect of it, because some elements have even Looney Tunes style feel, or a Looney Tunes style feel to it. The boss fights are fun. Some can get a little complicated, but they're fun. They're clever and puzzle-based, and they're not just slugfest. They keep you engaged in the game and keep you wanting to play more. Now, this is a game where setting yourself on fire or jumping into a blender is a tactical advantage. You can't make that up. Well, they did, but you get what I mean. Xbox, when looking back at the system, wasn't big on platformers. As I record this episode, when I think about my days playing it, the only platformers that come to mind are the Blink's Time Sweeper games, which other underrated gems, but I'll get that into those another time, and the remaster of Conker. There was also no multi-platform release. Despite Halo's popularity while only being an Xbox exclusive, Voodoo Vince wasn't so lucky. Maybe it lacked marketing, or it was too quirky for mainstream appeal in the era of Halo. I see this game as the video game equivalent of a Tim Burton short film trapped inside of an episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog. So if you ever wanted a Courage the Cowardly Dog game, or a game based off of The Corpse Bride, this is the game for you. As I mentioned before, Voodoo Vince got a remaster in 2017 with an Xbox One and PC release, along with updated visuals. As of this episode, there's still no port for the Switch, still none for any PlayStation systems. So when this game came out, or to be more specific, the remaster came out, it had me excited as it had enough love to get a remaster. And I had the hopes of maybe the remaster giving the game a bigger audience, but yeah, no dice. I thought it was a solid remaster, but it again had a low-key launch. It was like Microsoft gave it the quiet kid's birthday party treatment and went, "Hey buddy, here's your cake, just don't tell anyone." Now, here's why I think it deserves cult status. Timeless art style, sharp writing. I still think it's fun and original to play in today's day and age. And I think Vince is a low-key icon. If other games get revivals, you're telling me we can't give Vince a second shot at greatness? Well, technically a third shot, but hey, third time's the charm. One last passionate plea for Voodoo Vince. Tie it in to my podcast's larger theme of overlooked genius. Vince doesn't just doesn't just deserve to be remembered. It deserves to be played, loved, and memed. A lot of meme material there. Because sometimes the best gems aren't just underrated, they're undermined. So, play the remaster. Tell a friend. Write Microsoft a passive-aggressive email. And if you've got a dusty Xbox in your closet, or in the attic, or your basement, time to resurrect it Voodoo style. This has been Mike, and thanks for taking the time to pop off.